Welcome back. Team Nigeria has crashed out of the African Under-21 Volleyball Nations Cup that is going on that's taking place right there in Abuja. Nigeria lost to Tunisia 3-0. It was quite painful, but we know what it is, Alfred, particularly that it's volleyball, it's age grade, so there are a lot of positives out of it. Remember, they won their first game against Cameroon. They lost to Rwanda yesterday, and today they lost to Tunisia. So Tunisia will advance as top group Pool A leaders, and of course get into the semis. But Alfred, when you look at the results so far, look at Egypt and Morocco, for instance, look at Tunisia. Rwanda, surprisingly, has done so much for their volleyball at the age grade and even the senior level. And after that, this competition, we are seeing the results.
For me, the credit first should go to the Nigerian Volleyball Federation. Before now, you would have said the sport is not being mentioned. No, most numerous came in there, and we've seen a measure of activities happening around there. Yes, winning the African Championship might just be far-fetched, but I think it's a basis for our guys to really understand what it means to win at this level. Now they've understood what it means to play at the Under-21 level against tough opposition from around the continent. From here, they can only learn. If we have it at the back of our mind that we just want to come in and win this competition against teams that Egypt, for example, attends championship all over the world. They play all year round. It's not a question of there's no fun. They play week in, week out. They have structures.
All the sports.
They have structure. They have teams. They are Al-Alis of this world, and the Zamalek.
They have football. They have volleyball. They have basketball. They have handball.
Teams have volleyball teams. It is in their DNA to play these games. For us here, it's a question of we know what we have a competition. States send people who are into other things, and we don't really pay particular attention. But I think it's a wake-up call for us that it's something that we can start. Let's make it deliberate. We can yes, we may have lost.
Yeah.
1-1 against Cameroon. I think that's a foundation, and from there we can only
look at
get better.
And Rwanda. You could tell that it was a very tough one, but by virtue of all the work Rwanda has put into their volleyball, they turned out to win that one. When I tell you the semi-finalists, you have no doubt that the North Africans are doing so much, and we can actually look at their model, like whatever it is, let's go and steal their policy statement, and then look at the things.
Every other sport. Is it table tennis? Egypt has become a thorn in the flesh for Nigeria in table tennis, except lately where
we're just using talents. That's the only thing we're using.
Lately where we thank God we have Aaron Okwadri. On that basis, the women's only that one has since been decided that it's Egypt that's but Africa's best and the rest of them. So for every sport, they have people. They are deliberately developing the sport. Have people who are week in, week out taking part in this sport and doing very well.
Alfred, particularly when it's age grade, when it's at the grassroots, you know why they take it seriously? Because right there they can assess, they can peep into the future. So they've done this one now under 21. They will get players 2, 3, or 4 put into the senior national senior team, and that is progress. Let's just run through the semi-finalists for the African Under-21 Volleyball Nations Cup right there in Abuja. Tunisia will take on Morocco, so they will rest tomorrow and come back to play on Sunday. Tunisia versus Morocco. Rwanda will take on Egypt. 3 North African countries.
Well, if we had expected to maybe just upstage them, it would have taken a long shot. I think it's a measure of how well they prepared. Like I said earlier, it is an opportunity for us to really build. Now we've had that exposure at the Under-21 level. What do we do with the talents that because recent years, volleyball is almost like dead. Nothing is happening. Except when we go for national sports, and sometimes we know this our national sports at that level is Jamboree. Will come there, states presents those. You see some athletes, they will tell you that they're taking part in 7 national sports. Guess how old those athletes are. We're not even trying to introduce the sports and develop the sport, have new players coming to it. Make sure that we have game masters that can really teach this sport. It's just unfortunate, but hopefully from this point, this board, which I know that they're doing a fantastic job.
Foresight.
We expect that sponsors will come in, and of course have other initiatives where Ministry of Sports can even step in, have other initiatives where they have programs that will just take you to the grassroots, and from there on just built from the bottom to
bottom. No, this is what I always say to sporting federations. When competitions are done, it's not over for you. There must be lessons.
That's where the work starts.
That's where the work starts. So, Alfred, you sit down as a board. You say, with the players, where did we go wrong? You tackle that. What can we do with the players we discovered from here? You put some down. Coaching. The technical crew, how equipped were they? Are they abreast of modern trends?
The science of the sport.
You know, so you might even say, okay, after this competition, we'll organize coaching seminars. We'll train our coaches or get some of, don't even go too far. Even ask the Egyptians. Ask the guys from Algeria, the guys from Tunisia. Let's do something with your federation. You know, we've seen that with the La Liga and the league, and we've seen that we're getting some things out of it.
We've also seen that with rugby.
Exactly.
We've also seen that the South Africans are coming. The coaches from South Africa, they have the expertise. Yes, we might just have the talents, and it's just a question of just coming here and tweaking what we have to our advantage. So it's a question of finding a way of getting the expertise. That's what we really need. Is it medicine? Is it nutrition? Yeah. Those are all parts of sports. Sport is not just about running. There are things, sports medicine, sports science, there are things that are involved in getting the best out of these athletes.
Very deep. Cricket, for instance. South Africa put up a competition for countries that are coming up with cricket so that they can see them, they can assist them, and it's sanctioned by the International Cricket Council. So federations in Nigeria, this is what we're talking about. I know wrestling did the same thing when they hosted the African Championships. The moment they ended, straight to Bielsa, the young wrestlers went into campaign. And they were able to do some things with the Confederation of African Wrestling. So these are the things we're talking about. It's not all about just putting up competition. You give medals, and then you say goodbye to everybody. We didn't win. If that we won, we would have gone to shake hands with the minister or arrange for it to meet the president. No, the work starts right after the competition. And that's what we should be doing with sports at the age grade levels. Let's get on now. Tomorrow, still at the grassroots, actually, because it's under 17. The Golden Eaglets will file out against Ghana in a WAFU Zone B AFCON qualifiers. This is good. I like the way it's happened for the Golden Eaglets. They lost their first match, and then right there, somebody told them, look, we need to be at the AFCON in 2019. And from there, Alfred, they've been cruising.
I mean, this team really deserves all the accolades they're getting, but I think the job is not done yet. From the Zone B of WAFU, only one team will go to the African Championships. So between Nigeria and Ghana, one of them, the winner progress, and all of the work that you've put in, if you don't get the result tomorrow, it's just be undone by all of that. But I think for this set of players, it's a learning curve for them. The good thing about this, the under-17 competition now is that we have the ultimate leveler, which is the MRI test. At least from that point, we could all say that, okay, there is a standard, medical standard for entry. And so every team that is taking part in this competition is assumed to have passed through that process, and the result out with initially the captain disqualified, one other player disqualified for competition. But these guys are within the age. That's why they are playing this competition. And if we have players within the age and delivering so much, it means, yes, perhaps from there, we will get another Kelechi Iheanacho, another player like Iwobi, players that can come in and fit into the national team setup. So for the boys, now promises have started flying. You win, you get this amount. Please, these guys need to concentrate, because it's very important. It's very key that they go to the African Championship. It's from there. Kelechi Iheanacho signed a professional contract from going to the Under-17 World Cup, and we can see other players, to this rank. If it's for talent, Nigerians have a way of producing talent.
God has blessed us as a country, Alfred, because at every level, talent. Then you find out that we're not doing anything. It's like a plant. God has given you fertile ground. You put seed, it's growing. You must water it. You must take weeds.
You must work the work.
Yeah.
You must work the work. And the work is trying to get ourselves organized. What are the programs, plans and programs that we have on ground to really enhance, harness these talents that we have? And We wish you guys all the best, and hopefully, Manu Gaba again. And
understands football at this level, and I studied that we like the way the boys started, but you know the story when it's Nigeria and Ghana, it's serious business, you know. So
no, all of the distant cousins and brothers, just thrown out of the window. It is serious business.
It's serious business. So let's see what's going to come out of that one. You said the winner will advance
to the African Under-17 Championship
for the AFCON. It will go to Nigeria there. Let's see what these boys can do. They made it to the final. They can actually win it and continue their quest towards the AFCON Under-17 Championship. Let's talk about the Nigeria Football Federation elections that we're expecting on the 20th of this month. It is elections into the NFF Executive Committee. We know some of the names in Nigerian football. Some names that you used to hear, they are coming back. Some of the names that you hear all the time are still there. So let's just run through some of them. And Alfred will just tell us one or two things that we know about these guys, but we just want you to see the candidates that have been cleared by the Electoral Committee for the Nigeria Football Federation elections. So let's run through the president, the one that we all know, Amaju Pinnick is vying for the seat again. Aminu Megari, the immediate past president before Amaju that handed over to Amaju Pinnick, is also going for it. Taiwo Ogunjobi, who is the FA chairman for Osun State, is also going for it. And Chinedu Okoye, that's the name a lot of people will say, who is it? Bimo? We know Bimo FC.
He was a referee in Switzerland.
So, yes, he has interest in Nigerian football. For first vice president, still the one that we know, Sheyi Akinwumi, is the chairman of the Lagos State Football Association, and Sunday Dele Ajayi, also vying for that seat. Chairman of chairmen, Ibrahim Gusto, until this time, Alfred, held that position?
Yes, of course, the chairman of chairmen, of course, a board member of the Nigerian football.
So, Ifeanyi Uba, who is the proprietor of FC Ifeanyi Uba and chairman Anambra FA, is also going for that position of chairman of chairmen, executive committee members, Northwest Zone. We have Rabiu Inuwa, North Central Zone. What's the status of Musa Tale? Because we hear something about, we'll need to confirm Musa Tale and the status. For North Central Zone, we still have Ahmed Yusuf Fresh in that mix, who is the chairman of Niger State Football.
Yeah, Niger State, and of course, Suleiman Kwande, ranking member of the board, and it's been there for a while.
And Busari Ishola for the North Central Zone.
That's the chairman of the Kwara State Football Association. It's like, just throwing this, making it a bit more, the North Central Zone, a bit more, where it will go this time around. We just trying to kind of among the pigeons. Whether it will come true, well, I don't know.
Well, it looks like it's going to be really tough.
No, it's really going to be tough. This is time to reach out to reach out to the Congress. Like I told you, the number is definitely the state chairman are all going to vote. The players union, coaches, and some other interest group. But the Congress is a bit tighter, and I'm sure everybody would have taken positions.
North East Zone, we have Baba Gana Akali, FA chairman, Borno State. Yeah. We have Musa Duhu, we have Farouk
Yama Gombe.
And then for the South East Zone, we have Chidi Okenwa,
Enugu
State FA chairman.
And the chairman of the NNL.
That's right. And of course, Felix Anyasiagu, you know the name?
Ranking member. Of the board of the Nigerian Football Federation.
And of course, the chairman of Imba Football Club.
The most successful chairman.
Okay. We know. And we have Jude Obikwelu also.
He's the vice chairman of Anambra State Football Association. I'm wondering if the chairman, Ifeanyi Uba, is contesting for the position of chairman. The vice chairman also contesting. Okay, for the for the southeast. So
for the
southeast,
Emeka Yama.
Yes, is one time. Of course, Abia Warriors. You know that is one time board member too, and the sponsorship marketing and sponsorship.
That's why I was the NFF executive.
Emma Ochiaha is the vice chairman of the Imo State Football Association.
We'll come back to that. Let's go on this quick break. When we come back, we're still profiling the candidates that have been cleared for the NFF elections. So don't go anywhere. Stay with us.